As an introduction to the book of Revelation, let's look at some of its nature. It is written by somebody named John to 7 churches. Those churches are located in Western Turkey, what is today Western Turkey. There were obviously churches in each of those cities, and this particular letter, which is an apocalypse also, has letters from this John person to the 7 churches that are listed. This book is part epistle. In other words, it has letters, but it also is part apocalypse. It has plenty of material revealing what happens in heaven and how God plans to act in the future towards the end of time. That is what it seems to be on a literary level, but on a symbolic level, most scholars agree that this book is written as a way of dealing with Roman persecution. Now, Roman persecution at that time, and this is probably under Domitian in the late 1st century, Roman persecution under that time was not widespread. It was not constant. It flared up in certain places, and sometimes was fanned by politicians and sometimes was not. So you don't know exactly who and when, who was oppressed and when, but we do know that there were frequently pushes by people in the community to label Christians as unloyal, disloyal to the Roman Empire, and the Christian groups could not simply stand outside and say, well, we know that God's going to get them in the future. Instead, they had to write symbolically. And that's why you see much of what you see in the symbolism in the book of Revelation.